Let's see here. There's something I can share on Facebook. Oh yeah, look, there it is.
Let's see if we're having trouble streaming to Twitch. Fuck it. Who cares? It's Twitch. I'll get one person.
I don't even know if I can. We're having trouble streaming. Yeah. All right. Let's see what happens here.
We'll give it a minute here.
Yeah. Oh yeah, we just went live now. I can't. It won't let me share it.
Oh really?
No. Hold on.
That's weird. I'm gonna play one of our intro videos.
Why don't you let me share this, Kevin?
While we're waiting.
Hey,
what is going on?
No. You get all the intros throughout all the season. I get to at least drive the bus on this one a little bit.
I was going to say, what's going on, Kerr?
No, you weren't.
I wasn't going to do my intro.
You lie.
I was going to say, what's going on, Carrie?
Now I see what Jessica's talking about.
Yeah.
Yeah. No, I don't believe it for a second. I think that you caught yourself and rebounded really well with that one. So I will give you an A for that one because it was very convincing. However, I know better.
No sound. Oh, it's good now. Okay. Someone said no sound. Okay.
Yeah.
You can hear me. I've got my Yeti, my blue Yeti. Is the sound okay?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, you're good. So we're here. We're on our break. And obviously, a lot of folks didn't think we're going to be, popping on. But I'd like to at least do an occasional checking in with Kev, because now we see that he is no longer in his old studio, the Drew Estate Acid studio, and he's in the process of building his lounge. And I would love during this time off to check in and let everybody see and hear about what's been going on and what you've been doing and what Jess has been doing and how far you're getting. So we stopped last Monday was our last show, right?
Yep.
And when did you go on vacation?
So I went on vacation last Friday. I started vacation last Friday. So my last day of work was last Thursday. So yeah.
So you're coming up on 1 week off. And I remember we were messaging back and forth the first day you had off, and you said, I got so much done the first day, and then I haven't received any other kind of updates. So,
well, if you've been watching my videos throughout the week.
I do watch them. I never said I didn't watch them. I'm saying I haven't personally gotten my fucking update.
It's been six days. Tomorrow will be 6 days. And do you remember when we had Michael Herklotz on the show and I played that video of him sweeping up and closing down the store for the very last time and locking the doors? So probably 2 hours ago, I was putting all my tools away and I was sweeping up because we had just. I did not record it, because I didn't think anything of it. And as I was sweeping up, like there was like a lot of emotion, like welled up inside because I thought of Michael Herklotz. Now he was closing and sweeping up for the very last time.
Yeah.
I was sweeping up for the very last time from all the projects. We are now 99% done with the entire lounge. The LED guy was supposed to be out tonight, but he ran into an emergency job.
Learned his lesson from the last time.
Yeah. So, hey, he did a great job.
Yeah.
And I'm sure he'll love getting over here this time because now we have AC. He was sweating. He was sweating last time. That. So, but yeah, so he'll be out Friday. So we got the LEDs to hang up, a one section that we added, and then a little shutter board to hang up, and then we're done. We're waiting on some different signage. We got a couple manufacturers that are still sending us signs. So that's really the only thing that we have left to do because we don't know the size. Yeah. So we don't want to just start putting stuff and then come to find out, hey, this manufacturer sent a big sign. Now I got to take stuff down. So we're waiting on getting all of the final.
I've been after Jen about sending our sign there. Come on, Jen.
Yep. So you want to take a look at the lounge?
Well, yeah, I definitely want to take a look at the lounge. All right.
So let me sign in with my phone here, and then. See if I remember. It's got open in Chrome. It'd be like we had Tim Osninger on. I gotta download Chrome.
That was funny.
That was great.
Oh boy.
Oh, let me turn my Wi-Fi on. That's probably why.
Come on, don't disconnect yourself. So, Kev, do you know where Jess is?
I don't know where Jess is.
God only knows where she is these days, so I have no idea.
I'm a simple man. I like simple, funny things.
I love that little one. So, all right. So I'm going to enter. Okay.
Echo.
Bring me up. There we go.
All right.
So
where are you taking us to?
All right. Well, first of all, this is, I don't know. Maybe we can turn it sideways. Is that better? So we can see this is my new office. It's about office and warehouse. It's about twice as big as before. And what I'm super excited about is I got my very own shipping station. My very own. I got boxes. I got everything up here. So to ship, which is kind of nice. So let's take a stroll around the corner here, and let's take a look at the lounge. We've got the room 101 sign. We've got the LEDs behind that. We've got the old acid sign. But there's where we'll be broadcasting from. This is our bar that we had built. We got the TV that will be broadcasting all the commercials.
Very nice.
We're actually just setting up right now. Is we got 2 new laptops. Jessica and I have 2 new microphones, headphones, everything that we need. We got which is super cool. I built a rolling AV cart. So it's got cameras on it.
Hold up, Kevin. Hold up. You're First of all, you're going way too fast.
All right.
Yeah. Secondly, I'm trying to get it so you can get a bigger screen than me, so we can see you a little bit better. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So, and it's not wanting to be cooperative here. I don't know why it's making me bigger. Is it because I got to swap our sides?
I don't know. Maybe drag and drop. I don't know how that.
Yeah, while I do this. He's putting you on the right-hand side.
I don't know. That's weird.
That is really weird. I mean, that's super weird. Yep. Yep, I won't tell you, buddy. It keeps moving you over. It won't let you get out of that spot.
That's kind of weird. I don't know. Weird, but oh well.
Anyway.
So this is our mobile AV card. So something that we'll be able to actually just roll around.
Right.
As you see here, we'll be able to film from various angles within the lounge. So we've got a little table set up over here with some chairs. Let's see.
Can you go back over to the bar area? So, I mean, you kind of showed it and you ran away.
Yep. So
this is for everybody who's watching. This is going to be the new location of Kevin and Jessica going live. So this is what. Yeah, I know you don't want to probably spoil everything, so everybody's surprised when they see on the first show. But that's going to be Kevin's background there and Jessica's.
That's it. And then we've got our wall of, it's hard to see, but ashtrays. I didn't realize how many ashtrays we had, Terry. We got so many ashtrays.
I thought you were going to send me some.
Yeah. Those are, if you don't get them in a little bit, just wait a little longer. So, but yeah, we've got our computer set up here. So it's kind of nice. We've got, be able to hide all the cords, everything down underneath. When we're done after a broadcast, we can actually put everything on the bar here, and there's a cover that goes over the bar, so it looks like just one solid top, which makes it really, really nice. We got our
stuff there, man.
Jessica got her longboards hung up today, and by that I mean I hung the longboards up today.
Yeah, I saw her posting.
Then the Drew State Acid, which that everybody remembers that from the first iteration of our original lounge. That's been in storage for probably a year and a half.
Yeah.
And we got that back inside the new lounge. I don't know if you saw her. I think she was posting it now, but one thing that we got hung up today, this is our last project, all the FSG boxes. So I actually glued all the boxes together, and then they're on the wall with some piping, and then we've got the same pipe work, like industrial pipe work. We got a set of curtains, blackout curtains.
You got some customers out there. I saw some cars on the lot.
That would do it. Luckily, that they really can't see inside of it, so it's like a two-way. We got like an 8mm security film on the glass, which makes it almost impossible to get in here, and then it also blocks like all the UV light, because we do have a lot of cigars and stuff for the humidors down there. We were kind of concerned about the sunlight beating in on them.
Yeah,
so we had some security film put on there.
So go back to the table that you built, because I know that was you sent me some pictures on that. You spent some time on it, but that is what is that kind of wood is that you
so that is a 1.5 inch thick acacia butcher block that I fire burned. And then I had these custom Sasquatch braces made. I found a guy on Etsy that specializes in Bigfoot and Sasquatch. That's his thing.
Wow.
So we kind of got everything going on.
What's the belt? Can you tell us a little story about that belt?
So that is, I put that over here by the Dunbarton area, because that is my Smoke-In Battle of the Bands Championship belt. I am the world heavyweight champion, never to be defeated, because it was a one and done contest. So people looking to steal that belt from me, good luck. So I put that over here because Dunbarton Tobacco and Trust, Steve, he was integral into my winning that belt.
Yeah, he gave you some good feedback and some good advice on that.
He did, and then he also said, he goes, "I'll tell you what I'll do." And he goes, "If you lose, I'll take the blame publicly. I'll say it was my fault." But if I won, he never wanted credit. He just, if you win, it's on you. You did it all.
See, that's very humble. See, I'm not like that, because I did give you the name Shorty, 40 for Shorty, or Shorty for 40.
Yeah.
So you put a little Stogie Road sticker somewhere, like under the butcher block. That'd be great.
We'll make sure we do that. And then I've got the Silver Mesa boxes
Yeah.
up there. So we got twin Silver Mesa boxes in my favorite size, the El Americano. I'm not someone that smokes different stuff. I like El Americano. So I've got like 6 boxes. All those FSG boxes, those are all the exact same box. That's the Bellicoso. And I probably have enough to make another one of those. So that's how many Bellicosos I smoke. But yeah, we got all of our New Air. We got our 2 New Air humidors. We got our New Air refrigerator, that we can stock up with beverages. We got our New Air ice maker going.
Nice.
But yeah, our Drew Estate barrel bar. I got that.
I love that. That's so cool.
Oh yeah, I put that on wheel the other day so I can wheel it out. So if I want to put it up against another wall.
That matches the paint really well too. It's a good contrast.
It does.
It is definitely your favorite multiple shades of gray.
Yes, definitely my favorite. And then we got the our old humidor. It's our old steampunk humidor, which I love.
Anybody who wants to watch some really cool videos on that steampunk humidor, take a check. Look at Kevin's. I tapped that on YouTube. I watched the video and that was fantastic.
Oh, super cool. And then it's got a bunch of stuff in it, but at least all the drawers now are all full of, I didn't realize how many lighters I had, Kerr. I didn't realize that. I bet I had 75 to 100 lighters, and I only used 3.
What's up, Tim, Manny? We got Smoking Millennial. Hello.
Yeah.
B-Boyd, Octavius Green.
We got below the JC Newman clock.
I like that. That's cool.
And then this is our walk-in humidor. Right now, it is kind of overflow. We're keeping a bunch of signs in here that we still haven't mounted yet. We do have cigars in here, so all of our Trash Panda cigars, tons of stuff, and then all of our humidors.
You growing some wacky tobacco with that lamp on there, Kev?
Yeah, with the yeah. So yeah, it's we need to get the desktops out of the lounge, because the one thing that I had found was I opened up one of the desktop humidors, I don't know, a few days ago, and the Boveda was like a brick. Wow. And then I opened up all the rest. All the Bovedas were like bricks.
The lounge is looking awesome.
Yeah. So let's head back to the so I can put my headphones on, grab my cigar.
Well, that's fantastic, dude. That's some great progress, man.
All right.
Yeah, great progress. That's looking great.
Yeah, it was just so much work. Hey, Smoking Millennial, right on Cigar Show 10. What's going on?
So what's the what was the most? I mean, you did a lot of work in there, and you've posted videos, and we've seen you go through, and Jessica too. Don't want to forget Jessica. Of burning the bar and doing all that, but from last Thursday to now, what's been the most challenging?
Keeping to a schedule, and just making sure that when I woke up every single morning, I had a list of things to do before I went to bed that night, and they had to be done. There was no ifs, ands, or buts. I had to get them done because I only had a finite amount of time. So whether that was 5 o'clock, like today, we buttoned everything up, early, before 7, every other day it's been, 10, 11, 12 o'clock at night, whatever it was. We had to get, I had a set amount of things to be done, and they absolutely had to be done. And then every day finding out I need something else. So thankfully, whatever Walmart or Home Depot and Lowe's didn't have, Amazon had, for like a next day delivery. So if I found out I needed something, I pushed that project to, the next day when I knew the next evenings, I knew I get all my Amazon orders by like 5 o'clock. And then I would take a project that I was going to do that next day, and then I moved it all around. So there wasn't one particular project. Luckily Jessica had the last 2 days off because I couldn't have hung the curtain rod myself. It's all that piping. I couldn't have hung the FSG thing myself. I couldn't have hung the Dunbarton table myself. So really the last 2 days have been concentrating on all the stuff that I needed a second person, or second hand. Hang up.
No, there are some things you can get done by yourself, but there are some of the tasks that you have to complete are very simple and basic, but they just require assistance.
Yeah, like hanging that Dunbarton thing. It wasn't, it was very basic. I just needed to hold up one end. That countertop weighed, 125 pounds or so. There's no way I could do it. I could have done it myself, but it would have taken me a lot longer with shims and, building a dead man and everything else. So and then at Cigar Show, Tim, nice lighting. So yes, that was, Tim knows I talked to Tim beforehand when we were putting the lighting in and being able to adjust all the lighting. And that was one of the benefits of, this project we're coming up on 2 years of this project from the time they broke ground until today. It sucked, because it took so long. I wish it was a little shorter, but the one thing that was advantageous to me as we were building this, I knew we had so much time in between trades that came in. It allowed me to reach out to people like Cigar Show Tim and other people, and then make these videos where other people chimed in, hey, I think you really need to run more whatever here and there. So I was able to do that. I was able to, spend the time, research the project if I didn't know 100% about it, and then make sure the extra lighting was in where I needed it. The extra switches were in. The electrician, when they came, to rough all the electrical in and it passed the electrical inspection, then I noticed some things that I didn't think of before somebody had mentioned. But I knew drywall was going to take another 2 months for drywall. So I was able to have another electrician come in like a month later and just move some things around for me.
I know you measured everything out and you know where everything is behind the walls,
that has been a godsend, Kerr. I took pictures, I took videos up and down every square inch. When we were hanging the curtain rod today, I knew that right where I was drilling that curtain rod, I knew there were metal hurricane straps behind there. So I knew I was going to have to pre-drill those holes for the wood screws to go through the metal straps. If you didn't know that, and then you're like, what the hell am I hitting? So it was nice being able to, every project I hang, I make sure I watch the video ahead of time to make sure that I know what's behind that wall. And then we knew where the AC was going to go. And I knew a lot of times it's a pain in the butt, stud 16-inch on center. And then I didn't want to have to use, anchors for a wall mounted AC unit. So I put 2 huge backer boards in right behind the drywall.
Right.
So then the AC guys, he was up there and I put out the little template and I go, this is all you. You can put screws in.
Yeah, go crazy.
Anywhere you want, you're going to hit a 1.5-inch, piece of backer board.
Yeah. So do you have a map of you have like where all your money? Did you hide your money behind the walls too?
Yeah. There was after all this, there was none left.
The money is the walls.
Yeah, the money is the walls. That's it. All the stuff that's on the walls, that is the money.
So when do you think you're going to start? I don't want to put the cart before the horse, but when do you think you're going to start getting the right angle for the video with the new bar where you and Jessica are going to be, and then also integrating the speed because of the big TV in the front and making sure all the lighting's done properly? Because I'd have to imagine just with my little setup, and I know with your setup you had, I mean, that takes a little bit of time with that lounge and everything you want to do. It's going to be quite an endeavor.
It's going to be an endeavor. I spent about an hour the other night when I had a little bit of time. Was it last night? Maybe it was last night. It could have been 2 nights ago. But just kind of turning the cameras on, getting them plugged in, and I pretty much got them dialed in. Let's see, Tim, you put in a tunnel. I did the same thing in my studio. 8x12 has 10 outlets, then one behind my TV monitor. You can reach an outlet anywhere you're. Yeah, that's what I did.
Smart thing to do, man.
Just
Can't have too many outlets.
Outlets everywhere. And then the only downfall that I noticed tonight was I put my Cat 6 in the wrong spot for the bar.
You have 6 cats?
Yeah, I have 6 cats.
Yeah.
So it should have been on the other wall, and I never even thought about how we're going to plug the computers in, which is not a big deal. I had to buy 2 20-foot patch cords, and then now they're just on the floor. At the end of the show, I just got to roll them up.
Yeah.
If I put them on the other wall, I'd have only had 2 6-foot patch cords, and they'd have been out of the way. But yeah, I pretty much got the computer or the cameras dialed in. Now it's going to be getting the commercial made for the TV, which I do have like our existing commercial on a thumb drive, so I can plug that in and it plays, and then hopefully getting the frame rate right so the TV screen doesn't flicker. Right. Tim had talked to me a little bit about that. So just making sure that's it, getting the lighting down. We'll definitely do like another lot. We'll do another one of these.
Yeah.
Maybe like same time next week. Or whenever next week. And then I should have a lot more to where maybe there won't be as much interaction, but it'll be like trying to set everything up and see how it looks, have you on your computer, Jessica on this one, and then me over there trying to figure it out, the lighting and what looks good. So
how many camera angles do you think you're going to have? Just one? Or are you going to...
I'm probably gonna. I think most of the time we're just gonna do the one. I'm gonna have 2 of them set up. The other one will be in just a little bit closer to me, if I gotta hold something up.
Well, that's what I was wondering, if you were gonna have one for you and for Jessica, or is it just Jessica? It's just gonna be my close up, and
Yeah, I don't know on that one. I think she'll probably be in there with me as well, But it's the majority of the time it's just going to be from the bar, the big angle. That way the TV, so that way we can have, instead of changing our tickers or our all the time, it'll just be on the TV and it'll just be scrolling through, and it'll be nice and easy. But yeah, I'll definitely have a second one just in case, I have something I want to hold up, and then it'll show up, a whole lot easier.
One wide, one tight is ideal. Yeah, you definitely need a tight one, because everything between the cigars, the humidimeter, everything, something where you could really where you really can get a good view of, hey, I'm smoking this, or hey, here's
and to get that optimally, I'm going to need 2 new cameras. Thanks a lot, Tim. I'm a smoking millennial. Because in order to get what they call clean HDMI out of my DSLR, I have to put it in manual focus. That way, none of that stuff appears on the screen. But the downfall of manual focus, like when you hold something up, like this is auto, on my whatever, Logitech. But on a manual focus, you wouldn't be able to read that. So I do have to get another set of, or at least one camera that has that tight shot, that has clean HDMI. So when I do put it up, it will auto focus.
Tim actually stole my next question. Is I was going to say, Tim said he's adding an overhead camera for his videos. I was going to ask you, I would put a camera up top, an aerial view of the new bar, the lounge, everything. I think that'd be cool.
That definitely would be cool. And there are times,
Tim's got freaking camera money.
Yeah,
3 cameras.
Tim, I mean, and I know, like I said, because I have that old track system, and I thought about doing an overhead cam, not for the show, but for unboxings.
Yeah.
It's nice when you're able to look down instead of when you're looking up at a monitor and you're trying to angle, that up.
Mm-hmm.
So the overhead camera for unboxings would really be cool. Smoking Money, I'm still rocking a DSLR.
Nope.
Yeah, I'm
I'm
still rocking, DSLRs too. And Tim gave me some advice on the next camera. I forget R6 or R7. Which one was it, Tim? The R6 or the R7?
Manny wants the zip line like the stadiums. I think that'd be perfect.
Yeah, that would be cool. But yeah, it's if we ever have like live events or something like that, I would definitely have a camera like maybe up in the corner to where you could show people in the lounge and stuff like that. So
I think that walk, crawl, run, right? The R7. But that'd be I think that'd be good. That'd be cool.
Yeah, it's gonna be but it's I mean we still got a lot to do, I mean as in set up for the show, but we're weeks. I mean, I'm probably 2 weeks ahead of schedule, because I had planned on getting the lounge all done and then start concentrating on the equipment that I was going to buy. Tim, I don't know if you saw the show, the photo I posted up earlier today. So I got 2 new microphones. I got the I don't even know what the Vocaster 2. So with 2 new Audio Technica mics, all the cabling and everything. So that was a super great deal. So I got those. Got 2 new Dell laptops that just came in a couple hours ago. You saw those were getting set up tonight.
Manny wants a 360. What the hell? Manny wants a 360-degree booth and a stadium aerial camera.
So I do like that 360. Yeah, that's it. So what I was going to do instead of that 360 booth where that camera spins around, I was actually just going to hang a GoPro on a string from a ceiling fan and then just turn it on. There you go. There's your 360, Manny. Just I don't know if we can get it slow enough or not, but Tim, let's see. It was the AT2040 is what the Audio Technica, the AT2040, and it was it was $547 for 2 mics, 2
wireless mic,
2 XLR mics,
okay,
2 headphones, all the cables, the audio interface, everything. It was a fantastic deal, So,
do you need a mixing board, or do you're not?
Well, I mean, I don't have a mixing board because I really don't need it, but the Vocaster 2 is it's my audio thing, so everything comes in.
Gotcha.
On that. I still gonna use my A10 Mini for the camera switching. But I looked at the mixing boards, like the Rode Procaster, which comes out in like 2 weeks. But for an additional $500 and you get like the sound bites that you can do and you can control your audio a little bit more. Tim, I looked at the Scarlett 2i2. I was really going to go for that one. And then I saw B&H Photo had like this deal. And then everybody was loving that the Vocaster. So I went with that one. But yeah, I just didn't need everything for the mixing board. That I need, just like it was just more, like I said, it was $500 and almost $600 by itself. And then I still needed, microphones. I still needed everything else.
Those mixing boards, that could get pretty dicey. And if you have the right equipment and the right settings and everything, you really it's not going to be necessary.
No, we're not running a morning zoo show, so I mean, I don't need the horn honks. I don't need all of this added. We don't have people calling in, so I don't need that function. So there were so many functions of that I didn't need. I couldn't justify like the 2 functions that worked amazingly.
Right.
So,
No, that makes sense. I mean, it's if you're gonna get the right sound, and you're just gonna spend all that money just to have 10% of that board being utilized, why even spend it?
yeah, that's it. So,
Wow.
yeah.
Man, so what's next? Like, what's on the Kevin to-do list for tomorrow?
I don't have anything to do tomorrow. Tomorrow is not really a free day for me. I got a chiropractor appointment in the morning. I've got a thing I can't talk about in the afternoon with another manufacturer, a little conference call thing. I'm having some dinner with a couple of buddies tomorrow night. They're cigar guys or local cops, so they meet up at the local Buffalo Wings and Rings every Thursday night. They let us sit outside underneath the patio and everything, let us smoke cigars. So you can't beat that, so we get to eat and smoke. Yeah, hide my wallet. Yeah,
That's perfect, man.
That's it. So, but the next big project is building that humidor. I got to go Friday morning. All the wood came in, all the Spanish cedar. So they called me up last night and said all that came in. I wasn't expecting that. That was supposed to be a month away. I wasn't.
Oh wow, yeah, that's
yeah, because they had to source that much Spanish cedar, and then and then they ordered everything in. It was 16.5-foot planks, and I think if I remember the invoice right, I think it's 1/2 inch thick Spanish cedar.
Mm-hmm.
So it's going to be some thick. So I got a buddy of mine that's got an enclosed trailer. He's like, hey, can we just put it in the back of my truck and open up the tailgate? No. It's $5,000.
I'm good.
So now Smoking Millennial makes a good comment. Do you have to season all that cedar for the walk-in? So yes and no. So I did not have the lumberyard tongue and groove the planks, because as it is now, they planed all four sides and made them dimensionally perfect. All four sides. That cost me $2,000 just to have all four sides dimensionally perfect. To tongue and groove all that wood was an additional $2,500. I could not justify tongue and grooving all that wood for $2,500. So I have two options. Either A, try and find someone locally here that will tongue and groove it a lot less. That way I can keep the wood inside, not a big deal. It'll dry out, and then when I hang it, I'll have to season it. If I can't find anybody to tongue and groove it at a decent price, luckily we got the new workshop built. I'm going to cut all the planks down to 8 foot because I don't have any one plank that's going to be longer than 8 foot. And then I'll just keep it outside in my garage or out in my workshop. It's completely self-enclosed. It's sealed concrete slab, but it's still humid. It's still Florida. So for the next month and a half, that wood is going to get seasoned really, really well. Which I would have to do, because one thing is when I go to hang it on the wall, if I don't tongue and groove it, I need to butt it up super tight.
Yeah.
If the wood is already seasoned and it's swollen, that'll be fine.
But if it's not,
but if it's inside and it's dry and I butt it up, it'll pop every one of those nails. And when it tries to expand, so
that'll get real ugly real fast.
Yeah, but if I can find someone to tongue and groove it for maybe $300 or $400, I'll probably have them do that, because that'll make hanging 100 times faster.
Yeah,
and then I'll cut them down, and then I can keep them inside, in the climate cold, and that way if they dry out, who cares? When I tongue and groove them, the tongue is what's going to swell. And that'll just make them tighter.
Yeah.
So, but that's another project. That's probably at least 2 months down the road, because that's about a 7-day project is what I'm hoping. I can do it in like 6 days, but it'll probably be a full 7-day project of building out, the humidor, and then little by little once the walls and the ceilings are covered, then I'm going to come in and choose how I want to do the shelving unit. because like you said earlier, I don't want to put the cart before the horse. I don't want to order shelving units and then come to find out something has changed.
Yeah.
So I definitely want to get everything completely done and then see where we're at on the shelves.
So you haven't made a decision. Hello from Greece.
Hello. We'll probably do the dual track system, like you would see like the Rubbermaid, you have them at Home Depot where everybody has them.
Yeah. I didn't know if you were going to do that, or since this is your home humidor, you're going to be a little bit more fancier with the wood and the wood front, or if it's just, you want something that can hold your cigars, but also can grow and can add shelves if you get more cigars.
Bingo. Because I've been in a couple of home lounges now, 3 of them from friends of mine.
Yeah.
And they went like really nice on the shelves. They did cedar shelving. They built everything in, but now they're locked in. They can't expand without tearing down some shelves. And then I'm like, I don't want that. I want to be able to, the twin track system. Yeah, it is what it is. It's not the most aesthetically pleasing. But if I want to add a shelf, I just snap in a new bracket and I add a shelf.
It's not that bad.
It's not.
The first stand-up humidor that Jennifer got me, kind of like your steampunk humidor, really nice, appreciated. But it had like 3 shelves that were angled, and then it had 2 drawers, and it was about 5 minutes before you realize that the angled shelves just kill the ability to stack and store, and the drawers were pretty much useless. I mean, it really was. I still have the humidor, and I use it more for shelving and putting displays and stuff. But if you do lock in, you like you said, you when it comes to growing, you're going to be screwed.
Yeah. Now, Brian, shiplap it. I didn't think about shiplap, because that it could be, I definitely, and I know you can do tongue and groove on a router yourself. I would still, I am so deathly afraid of messing up this wood, because it's so expensive. It's insane.
It's easier to yell at someone if they screw up versus you screwing up.
That's it. Oh, the Scavini finally got those El Pulpos. Oh my god, fantastic cigar. The Viva La Vida. I think I'm there with you. I think I like the Viva La Vida just a touch more. I
gotta try that one.
Yeah, but I was talking to a buddy of mine. He's a huge Drew Estate guy, but he's also a contractor. He's actually built 2 humidors before. So one thing that we're going to do is none of the wood is going to be put right on the drywall where all the studs are at. I'm going to put like a 2x2 furring strip.
Mm-hmm.
And then I'm going to run plastic, like 5 or 6 mil plastic sheeting all around. And then all around the seating or the ceiling, overlapping all the plastic. So no moisture can ever get behind that plastic and then ever make its way on the walls or anything else. And then by having the 2x2 furring strips, that'll allow me to take like that foam board, like that foam insulation you see at like Home Depot, cut that, put that between all the furring strips,
right?
Just to have a double layer of insulation. So, but then and then it was even that room right now, when I took you in there, it's probably 7 or 8 degrees warmer in that room than it is the rest of the lounge. And so that was another big concern that we have is the heat buildup inside there. So we're definitely going to have to put some kind of exhaust fan in.
Do you have any AC pumping in there?
What's that?
AC pumping in there?
I don't have any AC pump because we just got the mini split hanging on the wall, so we don't have a way of doing that. I don't know if you saw the video. I do have a fan that I bought, that's up in the corner of my office now. It's actually sucking in the cool air from the lounge and pumping it into my office, because my office was the same way. That AC was having a hard time rounding the corner. So it's a couple of degrees difference, but not that bad yet. If I did find a company that makes the same type of vent that once the fan goes off, the louver's lock closed, which will help because it won't lose any humidity out.
Yeah.
So that'll be the big thing. And I'll probably have it in reverse. I'll be able to pump cold air into the room because it'll be cold, dry air.
Yeah.
Because if that temperature is going up, that humidity's rising with it.
Mm-hmm.
So I'll be able to pump in that cool 35% humidity air, or just leave the giant door open for an hour.
Yeah.
So Hashimoto, yeah. I mean, whenever you're in the area, man, Sarasota, Florida,
Gonna have a big kickoff event.
Yeah, we definitely want to have that. Our first event, I'll tell you off air, Kerr. We've already got our first personality lined up for our first little event. So it'll be a few people over, but I'll definitely let you know who that's going to be, because that'll be like
I'm going to deliver a secret to you. Uh-huh.
So yes, that's where we're at. It's been a long 2 years. It's been a long week.
I know it's been a long week for you, but it honestly seems like a day or two when you're like, yeah, I have to have my first day off and gonna hit the lounge, and it's like you said, it's gonna be a week. That's amazing. It really does. It honestly it feels like it's just been a day or two.
It has been. It just seems like it really just seems like it's only been a day or two, and we've just gotten so much work done. But it's it's been nice just to, like I said, have the time off and just just concentrate. Me. I'm a worker bee. I love scheduling. I love making sure that
you and Jessica any almost near death moments with you two working together.
Jessica and I don't work well together. Because we're two very artistic people, and we're not the same. So I am. I'm engineer. I'm metal art. I'm just I don't know. Rough art. I don't know if that's a term. She's more fine art, photography, painting, things like that. So our artistic minds could not be further apart. So when she sees something, I don't see it.
Right.
When I see something, she doesn't see it, but she can articulate what she wants and what her thought process is and what she can see. I can't articulate that. She'll be like, well, why do you want it done this way? I go, because it'll look good. And then it's like, I don't, she's like, I don't, just, you need to explain it. And I go, it just, in my engineering mind, like, okay,
it'll look good.
Like, for instance, the acid cigars, the pegboard, she was not happy where that was going to go. And I made the decision. I'm putting it here. In my mind's eye, I knew exactly, because of camera angles, I knew what I wanted to do on the next wall over. And I knew that was going to be the perfect spot. I knew the height to make it, and it was going to come out amazing. I couldn't articulate that to her, and that frustrated her to no end. But when it was all said and done and she stood back, she's like, it's perfect. And I go, I know. I knew this was how it was going to turn out, but I just couldn't say it. So yeah, we have those bickers, they're not fights. They're passionate conversations, about things. And then there are times, I just say no. She has something, I go no. Then she gets a little mad because she'll, well, why not? And I go no, I just don't. No, I have the way. This is how we're doing it. Like I didn't ask for your opinion. I asked for your help. So I just need you to hold this up while I drill a hole. Don't. I already got the drill in my hand. Like I said, this is not the time to talk about where this hole's going. So
why is not important right now.
Yeah. So, but, and then there are times she's had she's come to me and she's like, and it's just hear me out. That's how she gets my attention with hear me out. I'm like, okay. It's like, what if we do like on the shelving, like this, and this, and it's a fantastic idea. You run with it. I've already got it completed, so you can do whatever you want with that. That's your project. She does it and it comes out beautifully.
So you get that interaction, that response when she says, hear me out. What happens when she says, hear me out, and she goes through everything and you just go, no.
She's not happy. She's not happy.
I would love this. That would be great.
Because I can't give a rational explanation why.
Right.
It's just no.
But I said, hear me out, Kev. Yeah, it's still no.
Yeah, it's still no. But I do hear her out, on most things. 99% I hear her out, and then 50% of those, I'm like, okay, let's run with that. That's that's a good
Those
idea.
are good statistics, Jess. You shouldn't be angry. That's a good percentage.
Yep. So I'll tell you what, one thing I was going to shoot Jeff Borshowitz a text message when I hung those FSG boxes up. You want to do a project with a box, you better choose an FSG box. I cannot believe I didn't destroy those boxes, hanging those up. Like screwing those pipe fittings in, any other box would have just fallen apart. I don't know what's that? Yeah.
American made.
I don't know what glue they use, what nails they use, but a weaker box would have just fallen apart. I can't believe I'm torquing these things and Jess just like, it's gonna break. I go, one more turn. I need one more turn on these fittings to screw them in there. But yeah, FSG boxes.
There you go. If you want a strong wood to mount, or if you need some blocks to hold your car while you change a tire, use the FSG box.
That's it. So, yeah.
Well, that's great, man.
Thank you.
I'm glad that we were able to hop on tonight. I messaged you. I'm like, hey, let's do a check-in with Kev. Let's see what's going on. It's, even though we're not on the show, I think it'd be really cool to be able to do this once a week to check the progress, let everybody know that I love being able to just pop on and just have it kind of impromptu and no script, no questions that are written out. But thanks, Tim. I think it's also really interesting because it's only fair to folks that are watching right now because they've been with you for so long with the old studio and hearing about the new studio. There needed to be some sort of a transition into the new studio and just not have it be nothing and then all of a sudden poof.
Yeah, and we love everybody that's watching tonight. This studio, we couldn't have done this without you. I mean, you not literally, you figuratively paid for this. I literally paid for this. But no, it's utilizing, or not utilize. It's everybody watching. It's the viewers. It's the watch times. It's everything else. It's our subscriber count that would enable us to bring in advertisers, which has helped, an immense amount for this. Manufacturers reaching out to us. What do you need? We had a manufacturer that I had never interacted before, didn't even know the company existed. And then he reached out to us. He goes, after watching one of my update videos like a month ago, and he goes, hey, I heard you mention that you need. And he goes, what's your PayPal? And he sent us a donation to go out and buy that item. And
nice.
It was great. It was, manufacturers that, like, hey, can we, you need some signage, for that, can we put up a sign and donate $100 to the lounge? I'm like, no, I love you guys. You just send us a sign. But yeah, so they donate a sign and $100. $100 goes a long way, for everything. And then our advertisers on this show, the backdrops in the garage. God, that was such a room.
I'm going to donate this cigar propometer. This is what I'm donating to the new lounge.
Yeah. I found an original wood one.
This is the original wood.
Yeah.
This is my go-to, and I'm going to donate this to the new lounge.
Yeah.
I'm sure it's going to be very unique to what you have, Kevin.
So
something you don't.
But yeah, so I definitely appreciate everybody always tuning in, always watching us, supporting us, listening, sharing our content. Buying our product. Please buy more. I am so broke. But it just reminds me, I'm driven by Jeff Borschowitz's story. Jeff Borschwitz, FSG, Corona cigar. It's up there in the corner. Remember Smoke FSG, and he tells a story. He goes, the first several years in business, his business partners were Visa, MasterCard, and American Express, and right now those are my business partners as well. And I used to focus on the debt, but then, talking with Jeff, and he's like, yeah, debt sucks, but, it's necessary for your long-term goals, So a lot of times I take into consideration, what Jeff says, and it's little things, when I need to build something, sometimes you're not going to see it. So it's just, when I was out on the farm with him the last time, he was fixing the thing that strings up the tobaccos. And he goes, on a farm, he goes, when something breaks, he goes, we can't run to Home Depot. It's an hour away. He goes, you use what you have on hand to get something fixed. And I always remember that, when I'm trying to work on something, or, it's like, what would Jeff do? What would Jeff do on the farm? And I'm like, what do I have that will fix this? And then I always have something.
Great inspiration, Jeff. Some farm knowledge right there.
It is. It's great. It's never giving up, never listening to the people that say, you can't do it. You shouldn't do it. Same with him, building a farm in Florida to grow tobacco. There was countless people that said, you're crazy. You shouldn't do it. It was, you're gonna fail. And he has succeeded. And I remember that in a lot of things. There are people that said, that, I shouldn't be in media. You've heard that, you can't create a lighter bleed tool. That's dumb. People will just use a screwdriver. Yeah. And we're 10,000 plus sold, over the years, and people are still buying them. I didn't listen to them then. It's people said I shouldn't spend the money on a lounge. Like, you're crazy, man. You're never going to recoup that investment. Maybe not. We'll see how it goes.
Hey, the way I looked at it when you start talking about it is, so many guys have man caves.
Yeah.
Which really brings in zero money. It's just for their enjoyment. This is a lounge. It's for your enjoyment, but you also do the show. So
yeah, and those and the guys
it's functional.
It's functional, and I attached it to my house. So every bit of it goes back into the value of my house.
Right.
I added 550 square feet to my house.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, you just didn't convert the basement and throw a bar and some lounge chairs down there and call it a man cave and a big screen TV.
I didn't convert a garage to now have a house without a garage. That hurts the value of a house when people do that. because now people come in like, oh, I don't have a garage. Oh, but you got a man cave. Yeah, but I don't need a man cave. I want to park my car somewhere.
Yeah,
You know,
I don't care when I convert mine. I'm not going to care about that. I'm going to die in this house.
I say the same thing now. I am going to die in this.
I'm going to die in this house, and then when I'm dead, and they come get me, they're going to be like, it'd have been a lot easier to move this guy out if there's a garage door.
Oh,
now we got to go through this fucking small door in a cigar lounge. We got to go through this doorway. What the hell? Oh man, that is great. Anything else you want to share?
No, I think that's about it. I think we've given a pretty good update.
Yeah.
We'll definitely let's try to do this again next week for sure.
Yeah, appreciate everybody hopping on and joining us for a quick hour chat with checking in with Kev. Maybe next time we could be checking in with Kev and Jess.
Yes, for sure. She's always hard to. I did work her hard today. She is laying down tired.
Oh, really?
She is very, very tired today, so she's got to go back to work tomorrow. So
back to work. Gosh, she's got to go back to a cigar lounge.
I love her. I know she works hard. I know it's I know it's not an easy job. But when you see the Instagram of she's got her coffee and her donut and smoking a cigar in this beautiful lounge, you're like, wait, what? I thought you were working. So
yeah, I I love busting Jess's chops a little bit, and it is fun doing it. But yes, I'm the same way. When I'm like, it's got to suck. You drive there, you're on your feet, you're working, you're interacting, you're talking. But then when you see the donuts and the coffee and the cigars, it's like, man, that's a rough life there, Jessica.
That's it. I'm still gonna try one.
What's that?
The glitch from Blackbird.
Oh, another cigar.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
So,
we doing any outro or no?
Yeah, we can do an outro since we were talking about Corona. Let's hear a word from the great people at Corona Cigar. Oh, forgot to hit